Well, good morning. Looks like we're live. Hey. Yes, and we are broadcasting to a couple of different places. Welcome everyone on Facebook and LinkedIn. And yes, it is a Monday morning, and I'm doing this. Now, here's the thing. I just did a broadcast with a friend of mine, and I was all dressed up, nowhere to go, no other events today. And so I thought, maybe I should go live on a Monday morning before 9 a.m. where I live. And so here I am, just hanging out. If you're watching, I'd love to know that you're there and love to say hi. But the thing that I find interesting about this whole live stream thing, which I'm extremely late to the game with, is that I don't know. I mean, this has been fascinating for me to figure out how to do it because you see, I've been doing live events for years and I have no fear when it comes to jumping up on a stage and performing or speaking in front of thousands of people. No big deal. I mean, obviously you're excited. You're backstage like, here we go, Tony Robbins. Right? But on a live or on a virtual, it's completely a different game because you're like, okay, me, here we go, me, And so having knowledge that you're out there, I appreciate it. And it looks like we have some friends here. Cool. Hi, Janet from Michigan. Peggy Larson. What? Hi, Peggy from LinkedIn today. Thanks for joining in. Dave from LinkedIn. Thank you. This whole live stream thing, I don't know about you, but I know for me, it's been a source of wondering, should I even do it? And a lot of people have wondered why I don't do more live streams. And then I start to wonder, why don't I do more live streams? I think it's because I've watched so many live streams where I'm like, what was the point of that live stream? Like watching other people and being judgmental, that's probably not the best thing. But I know I've watched them and I'm like, why are they even live? And so in my own judgment of others, when I should have just been like, yeah, go for it, man, you're doing great, instead I've been saying to myself, why would I go live if I don't know what I'm going to say or do? And so if you've ever had that question for yourself, like, do I dare go live? Do I dare, why don't I go live stream? Why don't I do it? I thought I'd just throw out a couple of tips today, 3 tips as to how to make it work for yourself, and maybe this isn't for everyone, but I would like to know in the comments if you are there and watching still. I mean, I would be very interested to know why you either do live or you don't do live. What talks you into it? What talks you out of it? Because I'd like to know your strategy. I know that I have a lot of friends that make their business online by doing videos, and a lot of them sit there doing makeup videos or jewelry videos or leadership videos, and I'm just fascinated because then I look at it and they've been on for like an hour and people are commenting and interested and watching for a whole hour, but it seems like they pop on and off, but it's amazing to me. And so I'm curious as to the solution for yourself, but I want to give you some of my reasons for going for it, if that's all right. Maybe this will help you if you're sitting there going, I don't know if I want to do it. Because I saw a friend of mine a couple of weeks ago. She's a wonderful young woman that I grew up with in Park City, Utah. Now she is, we're the same age, and she's this beautiful, talented person. And I think she must have been doing some kind of 30-day challenge or 75 hard or something like that. And her challenge to herself was to go live, I think every day. And she was pretty terrified the first few times, you could tell. It was great. And then I was watching her like, I'm terrified watching you go for it yourself, because I would be terrified doing it too. And I've thought this way, like, why is it so terrifying to do a live stream? Like, what's the problem with it? And so I think the first tip would be this: know what you want to say. I know that sounds kind of simple, but knowing what you want to talk about on a live stream, I think is pretty important. I've seen some people that just come on and they're just hanging out and they're just responding to comments. They must have so many comments and they know so many people are going to be on that they're just like, I'll just go on, do whatever. And then I sit there and I look at it for a minute and I go, this is pointless. And then other people, when they go on, I'm like, this is fascinating because they're telling me something really helpful. They know what they wanted to say and I'm grateful that they came on today. So that would be my first tip. Tip number 1, know what you want to say. And I know that that sounds maybe obvious to a lot of people, but I think to some people are just like oblivious and they just go on, and other people are like, they're stressing so much about what to say that they don't go on at all. I did this last 2 weeks ago. I wrote a great blog article, and I do a lot of blogging. I have a weekly blog that comes out, and it's awesome. In fact, hey, if you want my weekly blog, this is how you get it. I think I can share my screen here. Let's see if this will work. Oh yeah. Yeah, so if you just text JHE to 22828, you can get my blog posts. Now the blog posts are interesting. They show up every Sunday in your inbox, and that's awesome. However, I have thousands of people that subscribe and thousands of people that supposedly read it, and yet the comments are few and far between, even though they're great blogs. Now, I don't know if that's saying like you don't have much interaction with your audience. I don't know. I mean, I respond to each one. And so if I get 3 comments, there's always 6 comments because I respond to every one. But I find it interesting that of all my years blogging, as good as it is, I still don't get the numbers I've gotten by going live. I mean, that's crazy to me. Because it's like, well, all I'm doing is going live on social media and lots of more people are watching. Whoa, okay. But what about the blog I put all that time into? And so a couple of weeks ago, I was like, I'm going to do a live stream about my blog. Because I'd already written the blog and I knew it and I was ready to go. And here we go. And I truly, you guys, I'm confessing the world here. I typed in on the broadcast what I was going to do. I was going to talk about this, and I set up all the streams, and I got myself ready, and I had the lighting, and I had the dog quiet, and I had everything in place, and I froze. And I couldn't go live. I don't know why. I literally could not do it, even though I knew what to say. And so I am interested in how you go live if you do. I'm seeing, I need to read over here so that I can read the comments. But Erwin from Facebook, I saw you live years ago. That was a lot of fun. Viva la vida loca. I need to show this one. Thank you, Erwin. That's funny. Viva la vida loca. Oh yeah, I was probably doing my Ricky Martin, right? My upside, inside out, living la vida loca. Yeah, I use that impression to make the audience understand that we all have signature moves, and that's a good impression. So thanks, Erwin. And of course, thank you to my good friend Peggy Larson. You're the best. Thank you so much for being here, and thanks for all of your support. You're awesome. Okay, so let's see what Patrick says. Patrick, I don't do it that often either. Why not? Question I have, do people watch? Yeah, I know. Is it worth the time? I've been a guest on many podcasts, so maybe it is because it's easy to have a conversation. Your thoughts? Okay, that's something I want to talk about. Do people watch? Well, Patrick, answer is yes. I mean, even if right now I only have some 20 people it looks like on, and I'm actually broadcasting right now, I'll give you the honest numbers. I'm broadcasting to a Facebook page that has over 26,000 likes or fans on it. 26,000. Almost 5,000 I've limited out on my profile as well. So we're around 31 now. And then on LinkedIn, I'm around 6,000. So, I mean, I'm not huge on LinkedIn. I do use LinkedIn a lot, but I'll tell you, there's under 40,000 people that could be chiming in and tuning in right now and watching. I've gotten comments from a couple of people, but here's what I found. People like to hop on and off and check it out, and they really like to watch the replays, especially if there's lots of comments and likes. Fascinating. Last week I did a live stream, and I was blown away by the numbers. In fact, it said on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on every single platform that I broadcast it to, it said, this post has reached 95% more engagement than all of your other posts. And I was like, well, okay. And usually when I see that, I'm like, oh, well, it's probably because it's a picture of my dog, right? And it was the live stream, and it was the replay, people watching on the replay. If you're watching on the replay, hashtag replay, right? But yeah, Patrick, I mean, I'm still baffled by the fact that people would tune in and watch live. I am. And I'm baffled by people watching the replay sometimes as well. I mean, but I know I've done it. So why wouldn't they do it on this one? I don't know. So that's my thought as well, Patrick, and I love that question. I do a lot of podcasts as well. And on the podcasts, I'm on podcasts where the only listener is the mother of the person doing the podcast, and that's okay. And then there are podcasts where lots of people listen in. But there's something about live. I haven't done very many live podcasts. And I think people like the live, this is kind of a tightrope moment. And so, Patrick, if you're wondering, do I spend my time doing that? I would say maybe make the commitment to say, I'm going to go for it once a week or once a month, whatever it is for you. I know for me, I've now gone last week and the week before, I'm now going here. So, I mean, I'm starting to get this place where I'm like, can this work for me? I think it can. I'm just going to keep trying. Randy Anderson, good stuff. Thank you, Randy from Richmond. Appreciate it very much. And who do we have here? Jeff. Jeff, what do you have to say? Jeff Traylor says, I have learned that the time of day you go live can play a dramatic role in live viewers. I think that's right. And I don't even know the right time to go. The last few that I've done, I think we're in the middle of the day. So I don't really do morning time much anyway of anything other than catching up on emails and getting set up for the day. But I think that the time does matter. Yeah, thanks, Jeff. That's for real. And then Linda, you're one of the best comedians ever. So fun. Oh, what? Thank you. You're so sweet. I wish I felt like a comedian. I don't know how comedian I am anymore, but I think at a time I was a much funnier man. As I've gotten grayer, I think I've become a bit more ponderous, perhaps. I don't know what it is, but I like to integrate the funny in with the thoughts, and so it's especially on leadership and things like today. Jeff says 6 to 8 in the evening is a good time. Okay, well, maybe we'll have to try that. I am interested in the experimenting of it. And so thank you guys for your comments. I appreciate it. I'm still figuring out how to use this platform and click on everything while I'm talking. But first point was what? Know what you want to say. I just wanted to say today that why do you go live stream? I mean, why don't you, or why do you? I think why don't you is interesting because it makes you think, well, maybe you've got a confidence issue or you're worried about what other people are thinking. My sister and I were talking last week because she said, hey, you got to go watch this guy in his live stream. And he had just hit 1 million, I think, subscribers on YouTube because he does so many live streams. And I sat there watching this guy for about an hour and he was saying nothing. He was just like, looking over here and reading the comments and going, oh, thanks, Jeff. Hi, Peggy. I was like, this is a live stream and he has 1 million followers and he's like, oh, hi, Tessa. Oh, hey, thanks, Linda. That was the whole thing. And I'm like, how is this real? But he's successful at it. Oh my heck. How about this one? Tessa, hi, Jason. I saw you at Paparazzi Convention. Awesome. Thank you very much, Tessa. I miss Paparazzi. What a fun group. I'll tell you, there's very few feelings like standing in front of, what was that, 6,000 to 10,000 women in Las Vegas screaming their heads off for you, thinking you're great. What a great group. How about Kurt? Kurt says this from LinkedIn. I do live every day in YouTube. What? Really? I try to hit the 9:30 a.m. Pacific time mark. I think success in lives depends on consistency. Yeah, I agree with you, man. I have heard that. I have heard that if you go live Every day you're building up your credibility, your audience. People expect you to be there. Thank you, Kurt, for that. I need to check yours out. If you'll share in there, tell me where I can see you on YouTube. That'd be helpful. And then Tina Altman. Hello, Tina. One of my favorite agents out there. Tina says, Livestream's a way to go. Share your content and passion. Yeah, it seems to be. And so thank you, Tina, for the good that you do, especially for your clients. And thanks for getting me some opportunities. I appreciate you. And so, hey, know what you want to say. That's point number one. Let's talk about point number two. Don't worry about it being perfect. I said it. Yeah, you've probably heard that a million times. I want it to be perfect, and that's why I'm not doing it. Okay, I get it. I'm with you. I mean, I almost didn't come on today because there was this one hair, I'm not even sure where it went because I licked my hand and put it down. But it was like, hello, you're not going to go live, are you? I'm going to prevent that. I don't know why we do that to ourselves. Don't worry about it being perfect. I mean, I'm looking over here at the comments. I'm looking over here at my notes. I'm trying to stay connected with you eye to eye. But don't worry about it being perfect. I mean, hey, the dog might bark, the power might go out, something might happen, and that's okay. I saw a clip on American Idol from some news feed, and it showed this young man. He's a really cute kid, and he was playing the guitar, and he was singing some song, and he sounded incredible. He was so good. I don't know who he is. I don't watch American Idol anymore, but he was playing, and he nailed the song, nailed it. And then he forgot the entire last line of the end of the song. The end of the song. I was like, oh man. And what was interesting to me is that he was like, he's like, singing whatever it was, la 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 la, and then he's all, huh, and he like crumpled away. And I went, oh dude, I know how you feel. And here's the thing. He could have just gone, la 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 la, and ended it, and everyone would have loved it. And you never would have known he forgot it. But I found it fascinating that then the judges were like, dude, that was perfect. Even though it didn't go perfect, that was perfect that you did that song. You nailed it until that last part. We've all messed up. Lionel Richie was like, dude, you remember? You'll never forget this night. I remember the time I was singing, hello, is it me you're looking for? Lionel Richie forgot the words to his own song, Hello. What do you think the whole audience did? He said it as the judge of this show. He goes, then the audience picked up for me and they started singing it because I spaced the words. He said, that's an unforgettable moment. It's okay. Don't worry about being perfect. I thought that was cool. To see that kid on American Idol, he probably is going to win it. I don't know. He's really good. But he forgot the words. Wasn't perfect. At least he's going for it. So I love, point number two. Don't worry about it being perfect. Really, you can't. You just have to go for it because that will stop you mentally from saying, from going for it. Is just saying, I need it to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. Go for it. Your perfection lies within keeping your promise. Yeah. Keep the promise to go live. Maybe that's what this is. Kurt, we're going to share your channel, dude. Is that okay? Yeah, man. Kurt Von Annen live channel is here. Okay. Also post the archive to the main site. Manananimous.com. Yeah, okay. That's a lot of manananimous. I like that. He's a manananimous.com. So, Kurt, good idea. I'm going to watch because I want to see what you do. And I appreciate you sharing that with everybody here. And Kurt, you're very nice. You're saying near perfect. You're doing great. Thanks, man. Well, I don't think it needs to be perfect. And I'll tell you, of all my performances I've ever done, there have been some that felt pretty close to perfect. But I came off stage and I was like, oh, man, because my eyebrow was down here and my shirt was lifted up a little bit too high. People don't care. They like to see you go for it. They like to see you deliver your authentic self, keep your promise, the whole thing I talk about. And as I'm talking about it, I'm constantly trying to live it as well and push myself. So number one was don't worry about, or number one is not knowing what to say. You need to know what you're going to say on a podcast. And number two is don't worry about it being perfect. Number three, just press the button. I have a friend named Brian Fanzo, and Brian is this social media stud. He goes around and he speaks about how we can, be better on virtual and doing all these great things with all the companies that he works with in helping them with their, whether it's their branding or their tech or their, going live and all stuff like this. He's the ultimate example to me of this. Press the button. You got to press go. You've got to start the broadcast. You just got to go for it. I'm just thinking that has stopped me more than anything else. I've got what I'm going to say. I've got no worry about perfection. And then when it comes to pressing the button, that is the hardest part. That's it. That's my live today. And I'm glad I pressed the button, and I'm glad you joined me. If you stuck with me, awesome. Thank you. And hey, I'd love to know, whether it's in the replay or whatever, how do you get the courage to go live? When is the best time? And why do you do it? Like I said, my numbers were higher than anything I've done in who knows how long because of the live stream, because of the playback video people could watch. That's interesting. If you're in business and in marketing and trying to get opportunities, going live must be an answer for all of us. So I'm going to keep doing it. I don't know if I'm going to ever schedule it, but I'm going to keep doing it. So thanks for joining me today. We talked about know what you want to say, don't worry about it being perfect, and just press that button. I hope that you will, and I hope that you'll have an awesome day. Happy Monday. Here goes a great week. Keep the promise. Have a good one.